Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field. It seems strange to say for Greater Boston League Soccer because it's Lynn English. I'm used to saying Northeastern Conference, but English is now in the GBL League. This is English's second game. They beat Chelsea 2-1, so they're 1-0. Malden, it's their first game, but they're usually pretty good. Idris Tuadi is in net for Malden. And Jack Mancanello, outstanding goaltender for Lynn English. And he's still only a junior. It always cracks me up that the visiting team is in white and the home team is in red or maroon. English Bulldog color. With an abbreviated schedule, you're not getting to play that many games. And right off the bat, English is going to get a corner kick. We had our first and our only interconference game yesterday. Lynn Classical played Lynn Tech. Tech had a Greater Lawrence dropped out because of COVID, so they picked up Classical. As Tuadi makes that basket catch. And it was father against son, both Morenos. The son, the coach of Classical, the father, the coach of Tech. And it was the son winning the battle, but that's the only time that teams from different leagues have played each other because everybody's playing every sport at different times. The game for Classical was their second game of the season. For Tech, it was their last game of the season. Tech and St. Mary's have been playing football because St. Mary's played their soccer season way back when, I guess in September, when you normally would play. And St. Mary's had their hockey and basketball seasons. And so while Lynn Tech and St. Mary's were playing football and Tech was playing soccer, English and Classical were playing basketball and hockey as we were playing it down, way back downfield. And now, of course, this could be just cramping up because you haven't had a chance to do a whole lot of working out. Robin Barrios is the young man. Looks like he's okay. He's going on his own steam. I hope he's going to be all right. And with not a lot of time to work out. Those things are going to happen. They tip it, but Malden's able to clear it. They tip it almost right to the net, but there was nobody there to take advantage. Deep down the near side, trying to get loose, trying to walk in. They swung and missed on that would-be pass. Ryan Lima was the guy that took it all the way down the near side, threw it across, and they tried to go up and catch it in the air, and one time and he couldn't get a hold of it, and it went out of play. And Tuadi will kick it away. Malden knocks it deep. hustling back and knocking it away was Louis Aylman. Danny Lopez gets a piece of it. He's a young freshman. Lopez again, battling him, finally ganged up on. They take it away. Diego Gomez knocked it to the middle. He was trying to knock it deep down the near side. Lima trying to get by. Out in front. The pass was behind everybody. English gets the shot and they tip it over the net. Good effort. Pass skipped by everybody. And sitting on the doorstep with an opportunity, they chipped it high over the net and out of play. Guess Regalado was that chip that knocked it over the net. I was trying to get his number. Kerry King, once again, been around for a while, the head coach of English. Jeremiah Smith, the head guy from Malden. Right now, a little bit of feeling out. English has had the better opportunities now. They drilled it ahead again. Lima again out in front. Tips it. He was trying to get it to Joshua Cruz, or Joshua Ches. They got knocked out. And English will get another corner kick, this one coming from the near side. They got it right dead center of the net, right out in front. And Tuati just grabbed it so nobody got a chance to get a foot on it or a body part on it. Talking to Kerry King before the game, he said he's had a hard time getting to know his kids because normally being a teacher in English, you would see them in school, you'd get to know them. Now with a lot of remote, totally different story school now. They're just now starting to get back to school at some point and still not entirely back to school. We hope that happens sooner rather than later. Malden looking to get something going. Tried to knock it deep, and it got picked off by the defense. Deflected, knocked away. They tried a little give and go. The pass was behind the intended receiver. That was Lopez. And now they slide, knock it out, Malden. Markley Nassisi raised his hand like, look, I got knocked down. They just called it out off English. He was looking for a free kick. Try to line up a shot. It almost looked like English cut the shot off. Almost like looked like Gomez. I guess he was trying to kick that back to Mancanello, who's in net. A break for English, walking in. Tipped it in. They kicked it along the ground. The goaltender got a piece of it. It tipped off him. It just went inside the far post. They got the lead pass. He beat the defense. Jalen Coriolan got a good hard shot. It went off the goaltender. And that shot gets blocked by the defense. Tuati looked like he had it, made the save, and then it just deflected off him and snuck inside the far post. And English grabs a 1-0 lead. English breaks it up and starts it back the other way. They knock it deep, a foot race. Mancanello comes way out of the net and boots it upfield. Kerry King has to feel pretty good. He's got a very experienced goaltender in Mancanello. English trying to get there, and he'll knock it back to Tuati. De Oliveira couldn't get control of it, so he just tipped it back to his goaltender, who kicked it away. They knock it deep, looking for a break. And Gomez got there first. Now Tuati comes out. He watches it go out of play as English had a break again. They beat the defense. Tuati was going to go get it, and he just let it go so it would go out of play as English makes a substitution. Okay. Almost looked like Malden reached up and dribbled that. Looked like Osono Vasquez touched that with his hand. They tip it the wrong way. It goes backwards. Tuati has to go and get it as English is bearing down on him. Trying to knock it deep. Defense is there to knock it away. To the near side. Couldn't get control of it. Joshua Ches tried to knock it down with his foot. Couldn't. Malden. The pass went to the middle. And defense is there to knock it away. Jose Aylman. And there's Aylman again Nice play taken away. Tipped. Malden knocks it high and deep in the air. Aylman back there trying to get a piece of it. Malden trying to get a shot off, and they do, and they knock it home. Popped high in the air and deflected away from everybody. And scooping it up was Amon Chatri. It's funny because before the game, the roster has Chatri wearing 2 numbers, whether he's home or away. And it was pointed out to me that he was wearing number 2. So Malden ties it up. That was just a high pop-up. Lopez was stuck between a couple of Malden players. It bounced around, it popped loose, and before Mancanella could realize that they were taking a shot, they snuck it just inside the near post. And just like that, we're tied up. English has had another opportunity, kicked it high and wide and over the net. And now English is going to get called for a takedown. Looked like they might have a break, but they called Pablo for the contact. And it looked like Malden was going to have a breakaway, but they had blown the whistle. Everybody had stopped. That's why they got loose. The free kick coming from the 30-yard line. And you can't use your head. And they just use their head. And now they try to go very quickly and catch English off guard. They got a free kick. English made the defensive play, but they use their head, and you can't head the ball. They were lucky that header didn't happen closer to the net. The game yesterday against Tech, Lynn Glasgow won 2-1. The one goal by Tech was set up when Glasgow put their head on the ball in the end zone and gave Tech a free kick from the 5-yard line. They blasted it home to get within 2-1. They couldn't get any closer, although they had a lot of chances. But these kids have played soccer for a while, and they're used to going it, getting their head on it. Now they got to be aware that the new rule changes. You can't use your head. I suppose it's hard for these young guys and even the young girls. They've been doing it for a while. It just, at times, it becomes second nature. It was a very big part of the game. Nice defense there by Aylman. Well, it looked like they might have a breakaway. That pass a little too far. Tuhati will play it with a couple of red shirts bearing down on him. And he boots it away. Aylman again trying to knock it deep. And they called English offside. Nice takeaway by Ches. Malden takes it back. Hernandez broke it up and it was contact. They gave Malden a free kick. And the defense again breaks it up. Malden keeps it alive. And booted away again. So back and forth we go. English get on the board with the breakaway by Coriolan. Malden got it back, and now Malden with a break. McAnill thought about coming out to get it, but then he realized he couldn't get there quick enough. Faded back, and then the defense again. Defense playing well. Broke it up and cleared it away. Mancanello slides, dives on it. We got a Malden player down. English offside. They'll blow the whistle while they check on the player back downfield. Slow getting up. He's up. That's Nasisi. Malden knocking it deep, and they skip it by, and Assisi, who was just down and out, boots it in. It bounced around, it bounced past Mancanello. And once it got by Mancanello, all Assisi had to do was just touch it and push it in. Tough break for English. They knocked it deep. Mancanello came out. Nasisi got there first. It just touched it. It bounced and rolled by Mancanello. And Nasisi had a wide open net that looked like the Grand Canyon. It was that wide open. So English got one. Malden says, we'll get your one and get one more. And as we just get past the mid-time of this first half, we'll get a timeout down the field. That goal hurts as it puts Malden up 2-1 over English. We come out of the timeout. English had an opportunity, and they take down Ryan Lima. And they're going to give him a penalty kick. He was in the block. So Lima's going to get a penalty kick with a chance to tie it up. He got loose. It looked like he was going to get a shot, and he took him down. So he's going to get a penalty kick. This is a veteran English team. They've got 11 seniors. The goaltender almost made the save. Tuati made the right move. He went to the right place. He got a hand on it. He's got a piece of both goals, but Lima was able to punch it by him. We played just over half of this first period. We've got 4 goals. As it's knocked out by Malden. So English right back in it. They led 1-0. They trailed 2-1. Now they've tied it up on Lima's penalty kick. I mentioned English has 11 seniors. Kerry King, they won the Northeastern Conference last year. Talking to him before the game, he said, I said, you're playing now, it won't be long. September will be here and you'll be getting right back at it. He said, yeah, we'll be rebuilding because we'll be losing. And be 11 seniors that they lose. They kick it back to Mancanello. He clears it upfield. Malden will knock it out. So both of English goals, the goaltender, Tuati, got his hand on it, especially the penalty kick. We had a game this year here at Manning where the goaltender made almost back-to-back saves on penalty kicks. Now it gets deflected. They try to go down the far side. It got deflected back toward the net off a Malden player. Tuati was able to field it and kick it away. Ooh, banging going on there. They let him play a little bit there as they knocked down Lopez. Malden with the free kick. Yeah, Malden took the English player down. And I mean, he took him down. He's not getting up very quickly. Mancanello, the goaltender, helping him up. Along with Lopez. And he'll go to the sideline. And that was Lewis Elman. There's two of them. Lewis and Jose Elman. Malden trying to knock it deep. It got deflected to the near side. Malden collects. And it gets knocked out. Diego Gomez knocked it out. And now they're giving it to English. I'm not sure why. I thought it was Gomez that knocked it out. English getting a little bit upset. That's Jose Elman. One of the teammates had to take him away, and there was a little to do at 30-yard line. Malden will get a free kick. And Cheatree will take the kick. No, it won't be Cheatree. It will be Frederick Correa. Mancanello plays it on a hop. They got it right to the net, and it was Nasisi who got the go-ahead goal, was bearing down. Now English is out in front. They couldn't get the ball bouncing high. They couldn't get their foot on it. They had a chance to take the lead. and they couldn't get the good bounce. Great hustle downfield. They beat the defense. They had a chance to get if they could get a foot on it, English would be leading 3-2. And now Malden takes everybody down. I think it was Coriolan who got the first goal that had that attempt. The ball just didn't take a good bounce for English. It was out. He was out in front. He had beat the defense, looking to get a foot on the ball and knock it home, and it just took a bounce like the bounce didn't bounce waist high. It bounced like over his head, and he had to reach up to try and get a foot on it, and couldn't. And Tuati was able to grab it and boot it away. English came that close to taking the lead back. Malden was offside. So nothing to choose right now. We started even, and we're dead even right now. 2 apiece. English and Malden. Malden's first game of the season. English is second. English looking to go 2-0 after defeating Chelsea 2-1. Good hustle defensively. Again, defense knocking the ball away. That was the young freshman, Kenny Lopez, making those defensive plays. And now, we've seen this many times. I guess it used to be you get a throw-in on the side. They got rid of the throw-in. And you kick it in. You can't kick it like 30 yards. You just have to just touch it in play. And Malden tried to hit somebody in the middle of the field, and they blew the whistle and gave it back to English. So, a lot of new changes, new rules, simply because of the pandemic, the virus, contact. We still see a couple of people sliding. They said you can't slide into players, to take the ball away. They knock it deep. English has got a break. Can they get there first? Tuati gets there first. Long lead pass again. They were looking for Coriolan. He beat the defense. Boy, he can fly. He beat everybody. They got the long pass. It was just a step or two too far. And Tuati was able to come out, get there first, and knock it away. That's a couple of times that Coriolan has come awful close to getting his second goal and getting English on the board. Popped up to the far side. and it got knocked out, and it looks like they're calling it off English. There was one apiece, one from each team in that far corner, and they called it off English. And they kicked that high, hanging kick, and it looked like it was Lopez that was going up to get it. He just got run over from behind. English got the free kick, and now Malden gets the head on the ball, which you can't do. English will get a free kick from the 20-yard line. Let's see if Lima takes it. Tikas Rodas came out thinking that they had already touched the ball. He was going to block it. They chipped it high over the net. Got it dead center, but got a little too much foot, and it went. Would have been good for a field goal, but it went out of play, and Tuati will kick it away. And he cleared up field, and it went off Malden, out of play. English will get to kick it in. They go back deep. They try to center it. It got blocked. Tipped ahead. Malden knocks it away. English cleared it away. English boots it up. They couldn't keep it in. Regalado tried, but it went off his foot. Regalado keeps it alive here. And defense steps up and knocks it away. Now Cece battling. And it gets knocked away by Aylman. Again, I have to say Luis Aylman because there's two of them. And a takedown. So Eagles get another free kick from about the 25-yard line. A little bit of an angle. Just another unfortunate bounce. They got Lima where they wanted him. He was one-on-one with the goaltender, but the ball took a bounce, maybe almost head high, at least shoulder high. And he couldn't get a piece of it. Ingles breaks up that play. And again, Ingles taken down. That was Gomez with a nice defensive play. It looked like they might have a break. And now Lima looking to walk in. He tried to line it up. It deflected away from him, and the defense caught up and knocked it away. He was trying to line up the shot. He was at a little bit of an angle. And the defense breaks up Nasisi. And then Nasisi takes down tripped up Lopez. But Lima had that opening, and again, the ball bounced a little bit, and he had trouble getting full control of it to get the kickoff, and great hustle. Might have been Yonatani hustling. Couldn't keep it in. They pushed it down the near side. I'm going to try and center it, but they couldn't. Mancanello will get to kick it away. Cutting to the middle, looking to get a shot off, and the defense breaks it up and kicks it away. Lima battling, takes it away. And he was complaining to the official about he thought the contact was made when they took the ball away. And it hung up. It looked like it was going to go out of play. It just hung up. Good defense again by Ailman. Squeezed through. And now we got another takedown. It almost looks like a football game. The bodies are going down everywhere. And I think they just gave one of the Malden players a red card, which means he has to go to the sideline. I think that's Ches that's down on the other side. Might be Lopez. It's hard to pick up the numbers when they're that far away. Winding down this first half, 2-2. Malden. English had a 1-0 lead. Malden scored 2 in a row to grab the lead back. And then English on a penalty kick by Ryan Lima tied it up. And that's where we are, 2-2, as we're in the final 2 minutes and counting. I think that's Ches getting up and favoring that right foot or right ankle, but he's walking on his own seam. Hopefully he'll be okay. English, it gets popped up. Malden kicks it away. And they call him offside. Hernandez was trying to make the pass to Pablo. Pablo was way offside. Winding down this first half. And here's the defense again. Ailman again making a nice play. Kicked it a little too far. Tuati will get to kick it away. As he does, they blow the whistle, and that's going to do it for the first half. So English got the first goal by Jalen Coriolan on a breakaway, tipped it off the goaltender. Malden got 2 in a row. One by Chetri, the other one by Nasisi, and a penalty kick given to Ryan Lima. He also knocked it off the goaltender. And that's where we are. English 2, Malden 2 at halftime. Welcome back to Manning Field as we're set to start the second half. And we're going to start the second half the same way we started the first half. Dead even. Both teams have scored 2 goals. And right off the bat, we get a free kick because English put their head on the ball. They tip it to the net. Mancanello comes out and plays it on a hop. He doesn't kick it. He throws it upfield. Gets it to Lopez. And now Aylman gets it back to Mancanello. And he'll go to the other side. And English will bring it upfield. Malden broke it up. English having trouble trying to get it upfield. Loose. And finally, they get it upfield, but it's Malden getting it upfield. Joshua Angulo Gonzalez is now the goaltender for Malden as they split. It was Tuati in the first half. Now it's Angulo Gonzalez. Malden boots it deep. He just got a foot on it and knocked it out of play. It went out off Jose Aylman. They knock it deep. Mancanello will come out and play it on a hop as Narcisi was bearing down on him. Narcisi was looking maybe to get his second goal. He got the goal that put Malden ahead. They leave it for Mancanello, and he just gives it back. Lopez kicks it deep, popped up. Malden, that was a WWE takedown. He was on top of Corleone, and he wound up laying on him, and he tried to drill it to the net. It got blocked by the defense. English can't keep it in. English lined up that shot, and it was Mejia Musto who made that nice block of the shot. English with a little tip. And they doubled up and took English down. They doubled up. Lopez looking for the little give and go, and he got run into. Corleone will get the free kick. English trying to control. Malden takes it away. English tips it. Malden finally clears it away. Nice little shift. And it gets knocked out by English. Knocked it away from Tikis Rodas. Malden will play it in. And he tried to knock it to the net. Mancanello just came out and kicked it away, and he he got run into. Both players going for the ball. Manganiello just got there a step ahead, kicked it upfield. He's down, and the Malden player was limping. Manganiello's up, thank God. Favoring his right leg or right side, trying to run it off. Trying to step it off. And I think it was Dettering from Malden who was there. And Manganiello got there just a half a step or less. And they collided as Manganiello kicked it away. Dettering was looking for the go-ahead goal. Manganiello made the nice save, made the nice play, but then they both got up limping. Malden finally knocks it out as they were just tipping it back and forth, English to each other. Malden finally knocked it out. Lehman knocked it by, but he couldn't go get it. Bodies go down. English breaks it up, but they're going to get called for a takedown. They took Chetri down. And it was Lopez with the takedown. And now English will put it in play deep in their own end. They kicked it right to the middle, and they gave Malden a shot. And with the left foot, they drilled it and knocked it high over the net. That was Nicholas Tikas Rodas. Malden didn't have a good angle. The ball rolled all the way in, but it was by the net. They couldn't get the shot off. Now the shot gets deflected, and Malden was offside. The original player was chasing it down. He couldn't get a shot off. He was almost side by side with the net. It got deflected out, and when they were lining up the shot, they had an opportunity to drill one. And it was the original player who couldn't get the shot off that never left the end zone, and he was way offside. Popped up, it's going to go way wide left and out of play. Manganiello will get to kick it away. And we got Malden running into English. They went over the back, trying to keep that in the English end. Bouncing around off an English player. Malden taking it back. They get in the middle to Nassisi. English breaks it up. Petrie picked off the pass. And they call Malden offside. McAnello's kick. A nice save. Coriolan saved it. Now they get upfield. Corleone knocks it deep. And they get tripped up. It was an inadvertent trip. They were both going for the ball, and their feet get tied up. And they're going to call the trip on Korea. Lima was the one that went down. Without the trip, Lima might have got out in front and gone in one-on-one. So English will get a free kick. From just inside the 20-yard line. Coriolan will take it. Now they move it outside the 20-yard line. He hooked it in front, Angulo Gonzalez caught it, dropped it, but there was nobody around for English to try and do something with the rebound. That gets blocked to the middle of the field, bouncing around. Malden back in the English end. They knock it deep, looking for a break. I think English got away with that. I think English got ahead on that ball. They didn't call it. I think the official thought he did it with his shoulder, but he did it with his head. English coming down the far side. They knock it deep. And coming out is Angulo Gonzalez. And he gets it quickly upfield. And bouncing around, he knew as soon as he did it. As soon as he did it, he looked up and said, "I didn't mean to do that." That was Lopez who knocked it down with his hand. And you can't do that. So Malden gets the free kick. They don't kick it deep. Now they try to kick it deep. It bounces through. Mancanello will play it on a hop. His pass is picked off, and now English knocks it deep. English almost sent Coriolan in. Malden just got a piece of that pass. And now what you can't do is slide to the ball. And that's what Lopez did. So another free kick for Malden. It was Andre De Oliveira, who made that defensive play. They were just about looking to make the kick upfield. Corleone might have had a breakaway. And De Oliveira blocked it. Now from outside the 25-yard line, or just inside the 30. Now they're going to mark it down just outside the 25. Malden lining it up. Looks like Tikas Rodas is going to take it. And knocked it off. English set up a miniature picket fence with only two players, but Malden knocked it right into both of them. Trying to knock it deep, Malden picked it off. Blocked, goes all the way to the far side, and it's going to go out of play off Malden. 2-2 the score here. Greater Boston League soccer, and still hard to say that when all the years English has played in the Northeastern Conference. It gets tipped by English back to the net. Manganello has to come out. Quickly gets it upfield. Malden picks it off. And Malden was offside. Two of their players were still downfield when Manganello threw the ball upfield, and then he picked it, knocked it deep, but they were way offside. Manganello will kick it away. English collects. They tip it. They knock it deep. English looking for a break. They're out in front, walking in. Big time save. Outstanding save. They were one-on-one, and Gulo Gonzalez came out, blocked the angle, and knocked the shot down. Great hustle by English to get out front. One-on-one with the goaltender. Corleone trying to walk in. Gets the shot, and they make the save. Good effort by Corleone. Corleone looking for his second goal. But English came that close. Tremendous save. Malden will knock it out. Substitutions for Malden. And there was one for English as well. It was Lima looking for his second goal on that breakaway that he got robbed by Angulo Gonzalez. Made it just a tremendous save. They tried to center it, but they put right on the foot of Ches. Now they knock it to the near side. Coriolan gets it in the middle, looking to get the pass back. It got broken up, and the Malden player broke it up with his foot or his ankle, and he went down in a heap. He banged, it looked like his right ankle. He's getting up, trying to get it back in the swing of things. He reached in to try and get it away from Coriolan, and he banged ankles, I guess. He's up. Looks like he's okay with it. Thankful for that. You don't see anybody get hurt. Jamie Mejia Musto is the guy that is down. Now he's up. They throw it upfield. We're back to soccer. Coriolan, and he gets tripped up. I'm not sure what that was all about. I guess they were upset at the call. because he just kicked the ball to the sideline. Coriolan was tipped it away, was going to get it, and he got tripped and taken down. English will get the free kick. Popped up. English, Malden, both trying to get control. And they're going to call contact. They're going to call it against Malden. So they move the free kick now. It's inside the 20. Lima will take it from there. Lima and Coriolan both around the football. Let's see who's going to take it. Malden sets up that picket fence just inside the 10. It gets deflected off Malden. They get a piece of the shot by Coriolan. English will get a corner kick. They get it out in front, tipped. They blocked English from going to it, and Julio Gonzalez, the goaltender, was able to grab it and get rid of it. Blocked by Malden. CC trying to knock it forward. Now, the almost trying to knock it upfield, knocked it behind him and knocked it way out of play. And Malden would get to play it deep in the English end. English knocks it out. Malden will get a corner kick. They get it quickly in. Out to the middle. Shot blocked out in front. Nice defense again. Regalado made that defensive play, blocking the shot. As we slip past the halfway mark of the second half, still tied at 2, all scoring in the first half. Referees signal a timeout. 2-2, Malden at English with half a period left here in the second half. Not much to choose between these two teams. Battling back and forth. Both teams have had opportunities. Both teams have got a couple of goals. English have one golden opportunity to break the 2-2 tie with Lima. And Julio Gonzalez made the save of the game, coming out one-on-one with Lima. Got a piece of it and knocked it out. Again, all the scoring done in the first half. Malden hasn't had too many scoring opportunities. They've had a couple of shots from long range. They had a couple of shots blocked, but they haven't really challenged Mancanello in net here in the second half. And English takes it away. Good defense out in front. Good defense again by English, forcing them away. And now bodies go down. The inadvertent trip by Lopez. He wound up going down as well. But as he was going down, he took the Malden player down with him. And they called it on English. Now English pops it up in the air out in front. And Kerry King, the coach, breathed a little sigh of relief when that was cleared away. They popped it right in front of their own net. Now they clear it out of harm's way. Malden right back at it. They've had it here a few times, but they haven't really got a shot off. Lima has spent a lot of time down on the turf. Line with it. He went down with no call. English keeps it alive. And Malden knocks it out. Knocked out by Ventura. Line gets around one, gets around another. He tried to get it out in front, and good defense by Malden. Coriolan had Ches out in front all by himself. If that pass goes through, he's got a good chance to knock it home. And the defense doubled up. Yonatani was one of those guys. Outshot was the other that got a piece of that pass. Malden takes it away, walking in. Nice little shift, but then English doubles up and takes it away. Petrie made a nice little move a couple of times, but then he got doubled up and they took it away. Now Cece centers it. English knocks it away. And now English gets taken down again. We had a lot of people being taken down. Might have heard that voice in the background. One of the outstanding gentlemen from the city of Lynn. The people certainly know Buzzy Barton, Council at Large. Put his life on the line for many years as a fireman. And now puts his life on the line for the city of Lynn as a councilor at large. He'll be running for office. I hope everybody remembers that. We need people like Buzzy in these very difficult times. He was a little too much one-on-one. They just lost it out of bounds. Lopez fiddling and diddling and nobody around him. It just rolled off his foot and went out of play. Malden trying to center it. English knocks it down. And English takes it away. Good defense again by the Bulldogs. And now we got a takedown. Took Lopez down. He tries to knock it upfield. He knocked it out of play. It skips past Malden walking in. Good defense coming from behind. Good job by Lopez. Doughty Wright was lining up that shot in very close and coming from back checking from behind. Kenny Lopez or Kiner Lopez knocked it away. Good defense, good hustle. He gives Malden a corner kick, but that's better than giving him a point-blank shot at Mancanello trying to. Good defense again, coming up from behind. They made that pass through, and it was Lewis Aylman coming from the backside. They looked like they had the wide open net, just touch it and knock it in. Aylman from behind knocked it away, and it went out off Malden. Good defense by Aylman. Both Aylmans have played well defensively, along with Lopez. Blocked again by English. That was Gomez with the play. He's played well defensively as well. And there's the defense taking it away from Malden. Malden gets it right back. And they call Malden offside. Lima trying to squeeze through a few. Keeps it alive. English trying to knock it deep. Deflected by Coriolan. And they knock it deep. Coriolan. It looked like the ball was going to come to the near side. It hooked to the far side. And Coriolan couldn't get it. Looked like it was going to be right in Coriolan's lap, and the ball just hooked from left to right. They knock it deep. Malden is there. English knocks it down. English knocks it away again. And again, English defense coming up big. Malden blocked it and knocked it out of play. Still 2-2. All the scoring done in the first half. Shot. Mancanello gets a good look at that ground ball. Able to make the save. They get ahead to Corleone. Knocking it deep. Getting there. The goaltender ran into Lima. Lima beat the goaltender to the ball, tipped it away, and he was going to go get it, and the goaltender knocked him down. I think Tuati's going to have to come back in the game because they're going to give Angulo Gonzalez a yellow card. He's going to the sideline. And starting goaltender Tuati is going to have to come in. And we've got Lima laid out at the 15-yard line. Great hustle by Lima. He tipped it. It was going to go by. It got by the goaltender. He went to go get it, and the goaltender just laid him out. We hope Lima's going to be okay. Under his own steam, he walked to the sideline. That would be a big loss for the Bulldogs. They get the shot off. Tuati makes the save off Corleone, and they kick it deep. Now, Cece is the only one down there for Malden. It skips past Aylman, and he has to kick it out of play. Another tough bounce for the Bulldogs. They've had a couple of bounces where they couldn't get a shot off because the ball bounced over the head or over the shoulder, and they couldn't get control of the ball. There, Aylman looked like he had complete control. Now, Cece was the only one downfield, and Aylman had to wind up kicking it out of play because it rolled away from him. And it's from way down deep. Shot. English got a piece of the shot, deflected it wide right. And I think Malden will get a corner kick. Malden got there first. Ingles was waiting for the ball to stop bouncing so they could knock it away. Malden stepped around, got it, got a shot up, but knocked it way wide right and out of play. Time winding down in this second half. Ingles had the better opportunities. Every time Malden gets close, English defense is that little right through the wicket set pass. He took it right through the legs of the Malden player. That was Aylman doing that. Mancanello dives on the ball. Malden, as I mentioned, has got the ball deep in the English end quite often here in the second half, but English's defense has just kept them at bay. They haven't had a real good shot. Mancanello hasn't had to make what would be a big-time save like and Gulo Gonzalez did off Lima that kept it a 2-2. English had a couple of free kicks that were close. They knock it deep, looking for a break. Corleone. Shot got blocked. Defense again by Malden. Their defense has played well. Corleone made the nice little shift to go to the middle. Out in front, they deflected it, almost deflected it in the net. Bouchtot blocked that first shot by Corleone. Then he got the block there. It went off him. It rolled just past the near post. And now Tuati, who just came back in the game because the other goaltender got a yellow card, made that save. And now English knocks it out. a substitution for Malden. They blow the whistle because both teams were making substitutions and both players who were being substituted for were still on the field. The Oliveira put it in play. They knock it deep. Mancanello will come out and play it on a hop. And he gets it upfield quickly. And Malden takes English down. They took Hernandez down, and now the ball goes out of play. And English will get a corner kick. And they've somehow fouled up the kick to get the ball in play. I still don't know what that rule is. Nanisi, great defense again. They just slipped Ailman. He's been outstanding. He just rolled and almost like he was recovering a fumble. Blocked it with his body and then took it away and knocked it back upfield. Somebody touched it because now, or made contact because now Malden's going to get a free kick. We're in the final 2 minutes. They kick it deep. It took a hop right in front. Mancanello had to take a step back. And they pull the whistle, and that's it. So it's going to wind up a 2-2 game. That last shot bounced. Mancanello took a step back. If he takes a step forward, it might have gone over his head. That big save by Angulo Gonzalez on Lima kept it a 2-2 game. English got on the board first. Corleone got a breakaway and knocked it off the goaltender to make it 1-0. But then Titri got it back, and then an agonizing goal. Narcisi tipped it over the head of Mancanello. He got bumped off the play, and it rolled to the net, and Narcisi had a wide-open net and just knocked it home to give Malden a 2-1 lead. And then they knocked Lima down. He got a penalty kick, and he knocked it off the goaltender. Both times, Tuati got a piece of the shots, one by Corleone and one by Lima. Both times they went in the net, and we started exactly the way we finished. English led 1-0. Malden led 2-1. English, the penalty kick by Lima got them back at 2-2. English had the better chances in the second half. The defense for English out in front were outstanding, especially Louis Ailman out in front did an outstanding job, as did Gomez and Lopez and everybody out in front of Mancanello. They never really got a really good shot in the second half against Mancanello, but English had a few. But that great save by Angulo Gonzalez saved Malden and took what would have been a win away from English, and it winds up a tie. So it's English 2, Malden 2. English will go to 1-0-1. Malden will go to 0-0-1 as they start the very early and abbreviated GBL League. So 2-2 the final score here at Manning Field, English and Malden. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.